Hello, welcome to SM Tech World. Today we are going to solve today's LeetCode problem. Its name is World Search 2, and World Search 2. And if you check the problem statement, it's saying that you will be given two array. One will be multi-dimensional array. One will be single directional array, right? So what we need to do, we need to check, iterate through all given words array, and you need to pick each and every word, and you need to search that word is present or not in the given board array, right? So suppose you are picking the first word, you can start from the 0 0 location of the matrix multi-dimensional array, and you can move in all the adjacency cells, right? So for O, the adjacency cells are A and E only. So you can either move to A or E, and you need to check that the whole word is present or not. So similarly, if you check that PEA, this word is not present in the board. Similarly, but this word is present, right? You can start from E and then A, then T. So this is how you need to find, or you need to search in the board, and you need to return which words are matching or not, and you need to return those words as output, right? So there are multiple ways to solve it, but if you check the hints also, and if you are going to use the try data structure tree, so that will be optimal solution, and that will give you optimal solution in there. And so if you don't know much about the try data structure, you can check Wikipedia. I am also going to explain the basic concept of try, and after that I will going to solve this problem, right? So I just copied the input. So how the try data structure works, right? So if you check this example, right? So at first I will start from the root node, and I am going to insert this word, right? Auth. So at first I will insert O, then the first node it will store only O only. And then after that I am going to insert A, then it will store OA. Then similarly I am going to store T, then I am going to store H. So this is how it will store, and since it will have no more child, then this is a word, right? OATH, this is a word. Similarly, if I am going to insert the PEA, so P, then E, then A, then PEA. Then similarly, if we are doing for eat, eat, right? So suppose you have one word like EAR. So then what the try will do, it will at first insert E, then it will come to this node, then it will insert A, then it will come to node, then it will check that R. So there is no leap node for R, then it will go into insert R here, right? So this is how try works. Yeah, this is how try works. So if you're going to similarly insert rain, it will store A here, it will store I here, it will store I here, and it will store in here, right? So basically this is how the try will be built. You need to build the try this way only. So our first step will be, whatever we are getting as an input, we need to build corresponding try tree. So for each and every word of that array, let me complete it also. This is how the rain word. So after that, whenever we are done with the try, so in our try we will keep, or we will add two methods. One is starts with, using that method we can so suppose I am start with OA, right? So I will add one method. Using that method I can identify that is there any child node which start with OA, something like this. So in this case OA, yeah, we have one node called OA, but that's not a final word, but we may have a word which we start with OA. So that will be one method. And another method in try, we will going to add the search. So I will pass the whole word, and I will check that the whole word is present in the try or not. So this will be my first step. The first step will be building the try and add two methods, start with and search. Whenever we are done with that, then I am going to what I have to do. I am going to iterate through this given board array, and I am going to apply DFS algorithm here, depth-first algorithm here, and I am going to check for each and every words that the word exists in the try or not. If it is exist, then I am going to return that. Fine, that's pretty much the logic or the problem statement. So since for the sake of time, I already wrote a try data structure, and I am going to write the rest of the portion. So if you check my already written code, so I created one try node, and so each try node, if you can say that it should have multiple nodes, right? Children nodes. So I took one array of 26, because we have only 26 character in our vocabulary. So that I took 26 size array. Then I wrote logic for insertion. As discussed already, I wrote logic for searching and word, and I wrote logic for find. Starts with, so I am going to pass the prefix, and this method will going to return me either true or false. So if we have any word starts with this prefix, then it will going to return true, either else it will return false. Yeah, so let's write our code right now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add one set, and the type should be string, and I'm going to store all the result or all the words I already found in that board array, right? So let me define it as hash set, and it should be string. And as I need to use this try array also, so I'm going to create one instance of the try data structure what I already defined in this section. Yeah, so that's pretty much. Now I'm going to write my actual code. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to at first build my try array, right? So it should be, at first I need to iterate to the given array, words array. Then we are going to call this insert method of our try. So you can see that we already have one method called insert, so that will create the try array for each and every word, right? So I am done with these steps. Now since I am going to use the DFS, I need to maintain one array, visited arrays, right? So its type should be, so this is a kind of flag by which we can understand that I already visited this cell or not, right? So type should be boolean, and by default all the cell value will be false, right? So its size should be board dot length, and column size will be board 0 dot length. Yeah, now I am going to iterate through this board array. So it will start from 0, and it should be less than equal to board dot length, then it should be I plus plus. Then again I need to run another for loop, int j equals to 0, j less than board 0 dot length, and j plus plus, right? And then I am going to call my DFS function. So in DFS function I need to pass the existing board, I need to pass the counter I and j value, and I need to pass one string. So at first I am going to pass that as blank, then I am going to pass the visited array, right, the flag array. So these are the input I need. So now I am going to return this, I am going to write this DFS function, but whatever I am getting, I am going, since the return type is list here, I am going to convert this set to array list, and I am going to return that, right? So it should be string, and should be a list of result set, right? So that's pretty much for this function. Now I am going to write my DFS function to traverse that multi-dimension array, right? So it should be DFS, and what do I need to do? Pass. So it should accept the char or board array, then it should pass accept the first counter, then second counter, then the boolean visited, right? And we need to pass the string also, right? String that I need to search string. I will name it as search string, right? So that's pretty much this, all the parameter we need. Then what I am going to do, I am going to start our BFS. So at first I am going to I need to check all the boundary condition, right? So if I less than 0 or j less than 0 or I greater than equal to board dot length, j j greater than equal to board 0 dot length. Yeah, so if it is matching this boundary condition, then if this is if all of these boundary conditions match, then I am going to return. I am not going to return anything, right? Because it will throw array out of bound exception. Now, so this will be my first checkpoint, and secondly I am going to check that is this array is already visited, is this character is already visited or cell. If yes, then I am not going to traverse again, right? So again I am not going to return anything. And next, what I need to do, I need to populate this string, right? So at first I am passing 0. Then what I am going to do, I am going to append the word, right? Whatever my current cell is, right? B board ij, and yeah, that's pretty much. Then I need to use search with function, whatever I written in my try, right? So starts with, I am going to check that this word is exist or not, the search string is exist or not in try. If it is not exist, then I am not going to perform any further action. I am not going to append another character, so it should return nothing. Then I am going to do the actual search, right? So I am going to search the actual one, and if I found this, then if I found the match, then I am going to add the word in my result set, what I declared in here, right? I am going to add the result. Yeah, that's pretty much. Now this all will be the boundary condition now. So whenever I am done with the visited, so if it is already visited, then I am going to make it true. Then I need to traverse, or I need to find all the adjacent ones, right? So I need to again call the DFS function, and I need to pass the board array. I need to pass the integer. At first I will pass I-1. I need to pass that last visit. I need to pass the string. Yeah, so now I need to call the same function for all the 4 adjacent rows, right? So at first I call it for I-1, then I need to call it for j-1, then I need to call it for, let me correct the spelling mistake. It should be I+1, then j+1, right? So it will cover all our adjacent one, right? So that's pretty much. Now I am going to make this visited. Whenever I am done with that, I am sure that I found that word, or I am not, that word does not exist in the try, then I am going to again make that visited, cut particular cells as false for further iteration. Yeah, that's pretty much for this code. Let us run the code and check what is the output we are getting. It's throwing some error. Let me fix it. Yeah, the spelling, there are some spelling mistake. Let me fix it also. Yeah, let me run once again. Yeah, you can see now it's giving the expected output. Let me submit the solution and check that whether it's accepted or not. Yeah, I think it's accepted. Now let me quickly tell you what are doing in the DFS function. So I took one visited array, right, with each equal m and n length. initially it should be false, right? So suppose I am going to search the t here in this array. So for time being, just think this is my input array, and I am going to search that this word is exist in the try or not. So at first I am going to build the tree. Done. Whenever I'm done with that, I am going to take one initialize and visitor array with all false value. Then I will start with the first word t, and I will make this section as true only, right? Yeah, then I going to again check that I already this. So if you check the code, I'm going to check all the adjacent node, right? So I am going to check that this ty is exist on the node. No. Then I am going to check this adjacent node. te is exist. Yes. Then I am going to again go further and check adjacent nodes of e. If these corresponding adjacent nodes are exist in the try, if yes, then I will move further. If no, I will stop there and I will start exploring other adjacent node of t. This is how our algorithm works, right? So this is the concept I tried to follow. So let's see the time complexity also and what it looks like. Yeah, you can see our time complexity is 40.52. Yeah, that's pretty much for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'm going to add the GitHub link also. Bye bye.